What's up, everybody? This is Darren Wong representing the Kinjas, and in this video, we're going to learn a footwork technique called kickouts. Alright, so kickouts are a great front-facing footwork technique to either change directions or rock a beat. For the purposes of this video, we're just going to learn two different variations that you could do, but there are many different variations of kickouts that you could do. Alright, so the first variation we're going to learn is a half split. So what's going to happen is one leg is going to be straight, or semi-straight I should say, and one leg is going to be bent. So let's start with our right arm. So all we're going to do is we're going to put our right arm down behind us and pretty close again, focusing on keeping a straight line between our shoulder and our hands, like I mentioned in previous footwork videos where we want to have the most leverage. From here, all I want to do with our legs is what's happening is our right leg is going to go out this way in a straight, but you could keep it a little bit bent, and my left leg is going to go out this way. It's going to be bent. So I'm almost making a check mark with my legs, and then they're going to come back here. So what's happening is I'm splitting my body in half versus one leg going out and one leg staying center. It's both legs are jumping out, and then they're come back in. Okay, so again, right arm goes down. So now all we're going to do is we're going to hop off both feet. Our right leg's going to go out this way, and our left leg is going to go out this way. So our left leg's pointing in this way, a little bent. Our right leg is pointing straight out this way. So I'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So notice again, I split myself down the middle, and I didn't do this, but I split myself down the middle. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to jump my feet back, using my arm to take the weight. I'm going to jump with this foot and a little bit pushing off this heel and come back to that neutral position here. Now, it's super important, like I mentioned previously, not to come back here because you're going to feel a lot heavier. And if you wanted to switch sides or do another kick out, it's just going to take a lot more strength to do. So one more time, we're here. I'm jumping out, straightening this leg. This leg is going out this way, a little bit bent. So 5, 6, 7, 8, out. And then from here, jump back in. All right, so let's try that again. I'm going to turn the side so you can see a different angle, and you can also see what my arm is doing, okay? So from here, my right arm is going down. Again, I'm trying to keep this straight line between my shoulder and my hand. My legs are going to go out this way. So if you notice here, I'm leaning towards this arm because I know it's going to take a lot of weight to come back here. So one more time, I'm going out, then I'm coming back in. All right, so once you have that side down, let's try using our left arm. So left arm's going to do exactly the same. Going to go behind us, again, trying to keep that shoulder and hand in one straight line. Now my left leg is going to go out here, straight, or you can bend it slightly. Second leg is going to go out here and bend this way. So again, check mark this way, and I'm coming back towards the center here. Again, coming back to neutral. So let's try jumping out. So go 5, 6, 7, 8. Split your body, and then come back out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Split, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Back. Try that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Split, come back in. All right, so I'm going to turn the side so you can see different angles. So here we go. So focusing on my left arm again, straight line, as straight as I can be here. I'm jumping out, and again, I'm leaning towards my left because I know it's taking a lot of pressure, and I need it to come back in. So again, I'm leaning towards this left arm, out, then I come back in here. All right, so once you have that down, let's try going right. We'll come back in. We'll switch to our left. We'll go left, come back in. Okay, so start with our right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, in, switch, out, in. Let's try that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go out, in, and out, in. All right, so before we move on to the next variation, there's 3 common mistakes that you usually see people do while they're learning the kickouts. All right, so the first mistake I usually see my students do is they're placing their hand too far back. Okay, so what I mean by this is when they put their hand back, they're almost breaking that line again, so their shoulder is a little bit ahead of their hand, which makes it a lot harder to hold your body up. So when they get here, it's a lot, way more strength here versus having it here. So again, we want to keep our arm, our shoulder, and our hand in one line. That way you have the most leverage, and you don't want to have it far apart from each other. So again, you want to keep it here, more leverage. If it's out here, you're going to have less leverage, and it's going to need more strength. All right, so the next mistake I see is my students sagging their hips down when they do the kick out in order to come back up. So they think by sagging their hips down, it's going to make it easier and they'll have more momentum to come back to center, but really it's just making you heavier. So what I mean by this is, I'll turn this way. Instead of keeping my hips up here, so my hips are pretty level, they'll drop it down here. So by doing this, they think like this momentum is gonna help them come back up. But in reality, it's making them a lot heavier, okay? So you don't wanna sag your hips down in order to come back up. You wanna keep your hips level, so you almost wanna focus on almost thrusting your hips up so it's keeping a level position. So here, and then here. So don't do that, but keep it up and then come back. All right, so the last mistake I see has to do with either the jumping out or the jumping back in. So the jumping out part is, again, you're not splitting your body, you're just letting one leg go out, so it kind of looks like this. So they're keeping their leg in, and they're not splitting like this. So you want to make sure to make more of an effect, you split your body in half. The second one is when they come back flat-footed because they think it's going to be a little bit easier to do the next move, when in reality, it's going to make you a lot heavier. So as you're coming back, make sure we're not going here, which will force you to drop your hips because you're flat-footed, but make sure you're coming back to that neutral and tucking your feet underneath your butt, okay? So once again, don't do flat, but make sure you come out, come back in. All right, so let's move on to the second variation. The second variation we're gonna do is we're gonna keep both of our legs straight and shoot it in the opposite direction of our arm, okay? So if our right arm is down, we're gonna shoot both of our feet this way under to our left. If my left arm is down, I'm gonna shoot both my feet this way to my right. So the concept is still the same. All we're doing is we're choosing a different angle for our feet and a different picture, and everything else stays the same. So our hips stay still up and our arms stay straight, and everything should be the same. So from here, instead of going here, splitting my body, I'm gonna let both my feet travel this way, here. So again, I'm not doing this, which is gonna be super hard because your body's gonna feel super heavy. Keep your hips up. Okay, from here, I'm just gonna use mostly my arm strength, but a little bit of hop with my heels to come back. Okay, so from here, I'm going out and then come back. Okay, so let's try this with your left. Same thing. I'm shooting my feet the opposite direction of my arm. Again, keeping that straight line because you're gonna need a lot of leverage for this. Okay, I'm gonna hop out this way, here. Again, keeping my hips up. Then I'm gonna bring it back here. So let's try that one more time. We'll go out, in. All right, so let's try that again. I'm gonna turn the side so you can see a different angle. So you'll really see how I'm really leaning towards one side for this one because it really takes that opposition effect with this, okay? So if I'm going to my right arm goes down, keeping the straight line, super important for this one. My legs go to this left here. Again, I'm leaning towards this arm, and then when I jump back here, okay? One more time, this is going, lean this way, come back. Same thing over here. If I'm going over my left, straight line, I need a lot of leverage. I'm leaning towards this way as my feet go this way. Here, come back. One more time, out, come back. All right, so let's try putting both variations together in an 8-count combo just so you can practice both of them, okay? So we're gonna do the split variation 4 times, and then we're gonna do the 2 legs together 4 times, okay? So count-wise, we're gonna go 1 and 2 and. So every time a whole count happens, we're gonna let our legs go out, and every time an and count happens, we're gonna reset to the center, okay? So we'll start with the right. So super slowly, this is going 1 and switch, 2 and switch, 3 and switch, 4 and. Now we're gonna go to the straight leg. So over here, this is 5 and switch, 6 and switch, 7 and switch, 8 and. All right, so let's try that again. I'm gonna turn this side so you can see a different angle. Here we go, 5, 6, 7, 8, go 1 and switch, 2 and switch, 3 and switch, 4, new variation, 5 and switch, 6 and switch, 7 and switch, 8 and. All right, so that's it for this video. Now, there are many different variations you could do with your legs to create different pictures, so go ahead and mess around with that once you get the basic kickouts down. All right, so if you liked the video, go ahead and do me a favor and like it and share it with at least 3 people and subscribe to my channel. And again, if you're having any problems with your kickouts or you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll be sure to help you out. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. A little. Kickouts. And it looks a little